Hello and welcome back, people of the internet. Hope you all are doing well. Today we're going to be doing a recording of an idea I came up with quite recently. Hope you all enjoy. So my idea is the Hollow Adventure. It's an Isekai reincarnation light novel where everyone who has died on Earth gets reincarnated in a new world. So for world development, we have magic. There are three types of magic: elemental, healing, and dark. These are basic. The elemental magic allows users to control elements of nature, such as fire, water, air, and earth. Healing magic allows users to heal injuries and illnesses. Dark magic is extremely dangerous and can manipulate life or death. It's all pretty strong, but it's necessary. The monsters that inhabit this world are gigantic. The largest of them are size of mountains, called bosses. These bosses have a pheromone that attracts other monsters to their caves. When they emerge, they can cause massive destruction. When a monster is defeated, it drops an item that can be sold for money or used for crafts. So, they can be sold for. They can be sold for money and used for weaponry or armor and other goods and it's necessary for the economy. As of races, the only races are humans that are present in the world, besides the monsters, which I wouldn't really call races, but you get it. So everyone who has died on Earth gets summoned to this world, and they speak the same language, so that solves it all, because they all are the same. And when they die, they get reincarnated in their prime. So an old man would look younger and way better than the previous version of himself. And as of regions, there are 10 major regions, each with a different boss monster and several mini bosses. The regions have different landscapes, from frozen tundras to tropical rainforests. Ancient ruins scatter the landscape through the world, and they arose from long gone civilizations that have been destroyed by bosses. These ruins contain powerful artifacts and knowledge that can aid in the characters' journeys. So, if you die and get reincarnated, it'll be pretty messed up if you get ran over by a monster and immediately die and get reincarnated once more. Divine beings. There is one God that rules over the domains, and his army of angels who bring souls from earth to this world, and vice versa. They hold the key to heaven. They control the portals that allow for long distance travel. They basically are the administrators of this world. As of politics for the book, you have different kingdoms, each one controlled by a different reincarnated king. And usually it's like the eldest person who's been reincarnated from way, way back when and still survived through all the years. Though it's pretty rare, considering most people who are born in or are summoned to this world die by level 3. So a king is pretty strong. As of transportation, it's mostly horse-drawn carriages and portals. The only reason why they haven't advanced, because there most definitely would be a lot of 21st century people and 20th century people to die and be reincarnated into this world. And the only reason why they haven't advanced to use cars or helicopters or flying machines is because the angels, they look down upon this world and they say, "You may not advance past what we have given you." And so they're stuck in perpetual fantasy, medieval times. Yeah. It doesn't help. Gun would help a lot against monsters. Glock no jutsu! When a person dies and is reincarnated into this world, they're given a random ability that can help in their fights against the monsters, or it can help in their daily struggles or daily life. So, if you if you're a if you're a blacksmith, you would be given something that allows for better blacksmithing. Some ability that helps. Or if you sew clothes, yeah. And usually the abilities determine which guild you'll enter into. So that'll help. As a protagonist, my protagonist was someone who died on Earth and reincarnated into this new world. That's basically the same with everyone in this world, but ignore that. His personality is an INFJ. He's a visionary who has a different view of the world, with love of introspective. He is a visionary who has a different view of the world, with a love of introspection. Yeah, that it took me a while to realize it. A examination or observation of one's own mental and emotional processes, and refuses to take things at a surface level. He is an idealist who loves understanding complex issues and is good at leading his own life down the path of true strength. His skills are forward march, a skill to neglect things that happen to him and anything around him, to fight on and keep a level head, even during the worst of times. His skill, forward march, also allows the user to perform high amounts of complex calculations, no matter the situation. So, if he's in a high intensity fight, his skill will turn on, and even if he's obviously fighting an uphill battle, he can level it out with his ability. Establishing the plot. So, that's still underway, but I do have supporting characters. The team leader. His name is Richard. Yeah. Well, Richard, he is a level 4. His skills are open book and tight knit. Open book allows him to see his enemy's future actions. Tight knit bonds his opponent to anything he wants. Both skills are rare. Open book is really, really OP, but due to his level only being like level 4, can't see like everything. Also, I don't think most people who he'd be fighting against, or most enemies he's fighting against, think that far ahead in their battles, unless they're like really smart. Which, that's more of a higher tier enemy. You probably shouldn't be attacking those. Okay. And then we come to the healer. Her name is Amelia. Level 2. Has the skill of Heaven's Light, allowing her to heal lacerations. Her skill is pretty common, so she's useful still. The planner's name is Louis. 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 Luis. Level 2. Has the skill Marionette, able to manipulate monsters in the world around him. His skill is uncommon. And then we have the carrier. He carries basically all the gear and any monster drops. He is level 1, and has the skill Goliath, the ability to change his height and strength to match the monsters or any opponent. So, like, if someone else has Goliath as well and they just get massive, he can just get massive as well and fight them. His skill is pretty uncommon, though. The mage is named Raphael. Level 3 has the skill of universal manipulation and the ability to control all elements to his whim. This skill is very rare, and also, due to his level, he has limitations. Like, he can use all the elements to his whim, but if he uses them too much, that can hurt him. If he uses such a massive spell, it can drain him quickly. So he can't do too much till he's like level 5, because that's where everything starts to turn up. But I don't know, will he survive? The theme of the book is power and what it puts the characters through. Its consequences will be prominent theme in the book. This will include exploring the philosophical and emotional tolls of pursuing power, as well as potential negative effects of power on relationships and society. Other related themes could be exploring ambition, morality, and defining their strength. That's pretty good. Also, the one reason why I don't want to go through the plot is it's a spoiler. But what I can tell you is that his role or his skill of forward march, it forces him to go after power. The thought of power just hurts him in the long run, and it'll hopefully make a good plot point. Hope y'all enjoy. I'll see ya.